Guys, welcome to my video. I am Rohania Bismillah Selbala, and in this video I will tell about my favorite move. My favorite move is Timur Matahari. Okay guys, before watching don't forget like, comment, subscribe and share in this video. Have a good watching and hopeful. This film tells the story of a group of children in Papua who are waiting for the presence of a substitute teacher. They have been waiting for a substitute teacher for 6 months. One sunny day, Salms and his friends ran into the classroom and wait for a substitute teacher who does not come. The Salms told his friends that the substitute teacher had not come yet, so he invited his friends to sing alone. Ucok was driving a motor vehicle. While sailing, he incidentally crashed into the Salms. Elsa, Miss Salms, called Michael Uncle Salms. She told him that the Salms had an accident and told Michael to return to Papua. The Salms were taken to the health center and treated by Dr. Fatima. After the Salms were treated, Ucok apologized and was responsible for the incident by paying all medical expenses. But Blasius, Salm's father, and Alex's younger brother of Salm's father asked for an added fine of 50 million rupiah. Ucok was surprised by the customary fines, which he said were so large. Ucok offered the price of customary fines at 500,000, and Blasius finally agreed with the price. When Papua kids are playing soccer, suddenly the Salms announced to friends saying that the teacher hasn't come yet, and invited friends to play ball again. Then they play ball again singing. The police met with Ucok and denounced that there was a shooting near the area and told Ucok and his friends to be alert and get help finding what was taken. Dr. Fatima greets Papua and completes Dr. Fatima greets the children. They were running around scared. The Dr. Fatima and Elsa called the Salms to be agented. The priest greeted Blasius and Alex, who were playing pigeons. Then the priest asked what they were doing, and Blasius asked if he was playing doves where the male bird was released as far as 10 kilometers. Then the priest asked if the male bird would return, and Blasius replied that he would definitely come back because of them. Then the priest said that the doves were more than homes than Alex cement in by saying the pigeons never break promises. Then the pastor told them to prove his word. After a long wait, it turned out that the male dove did not come, and the priest said it was true. That pagans were could also break promise, while the Holy Spirit never broke promise. Blasius and Psalms went to the market to buy corn when they wanted to go home. Blasius saw Elisha riding a motorbike with another man. When at Blasius' house scolded and beat his wife and incident his wife of having a sent it on him. At night, Elisha advised the Psalms that could create hand nails not to do evil, but to help others. Psalms asked his mother why his mother did not reciprocate his other actions, and then his mother replied that love must not reciprocate. Man shall not him woman, and woman shall not hit man. God says women are taken from man's ribs, so if a man and a woman beat each other, it is the same as a man hurting himself. When Dr. Fatima greeted the children who were playing, they were running scared. Dr. Fatima asked the children why they did not go to school, and some answered that the substitute teacher had not arrived. Dr. Fatima offers herself to teach children about counting the psalms, and his friend approached Jalex, and then Jalex asked why they did not go to school. Psalms and his friends answered that today, tomorrow, and so, and they were off. One of Sam's friends said that their teacher returned to Jayapura for 6 months. Then Jolex told the children to pray that God would send teacher from the sky to them. They went to Jolex to ask from work, and Jolex refused because he said their job was to study. The children answered, yet Agnes asked if the pastor could teach them. Then the pastor invited them together and said that every Sunday there was Sunday school. The priest approached Nyong, who was absorbed in playing a kelpon and blowing a young kelpon to kill people. But Nyong did not want to land it because the kelpon was unable to kill. After that, Nyong told me that he was struck by a kelpon seller, and he bought a kelpon to see a picture. That was not good. Then Nyong apologized to the priests. Blasius and Joseph's, Agnes' father, Saul's Blasius begins. After completing the transactions, Blasius invited Psalms and Thomas to buy soldier clothes. When paying for clothes, the shop owner told him that the money was fake, and Blasius was angry because he had been cheated by the beard buyer. At night, Blasius returned home drunk.
Mas baru kau beli itu ya? Oh, iya. Langsung pakai. Coba, cocok tidak itu? Pas kah? Pas. So warna lain lagi kah itu? Kau pilih itu? Itu? Oh ya kan? Berapa bu?
100 dulu Bapak.
100 ya?
Bapak, ini uang palsu.
Ini bukan uang palsu, ini uang asli 100.000.
Coba Bapak cek dulu, itu uang palsu.
Beneran palsu sini. Itu yang tipu-tipu.
Tidak tipu Bapak. Ini sama saja Bapak, uang palsu. Coba Bapak cek dulu baik-baik. Uang palsu.
Palsu
Palsu semua itu Bapak.
Buka semua. Besok kita kesini lagi, kita beli. Kembalikan. Nih, Bu. Salah. Nanti kita besok datang.
The next morning, Blasius beat Joseph because he thought Joseph had catted him and could report this to the police.
Laki-laki, jangan takut. Kalau kau mau jadi besar, nanti mau jadi apa?
Saya ingin jadi pilot, Bapak.
Kenapa mau jadi pilot?
Pilot bisa terbang. Saya ingin lihat Papua, Bapak.
Saya jadi pilot. Memang luar biasa sih. Iya.
Bapak, kita bisa cari jalan lain, toh.
Jangan takut. Tunggu sini ya.
Bapak!
Blasius took the Psalms to the river to meet Joseph and his friend. But what happened was Joseph's friend shot out hearts Blasius and caused Blasius to die. The Psalms approached his deceased father, and then he burst into the river to see Joseph and his friend approaching him. Elisha called Michael to say that Blasius had died. After that, Michael and Vina, Michael's wife, fled to Papua. Michael and Alex were discussing about Blasius' death. Alex insisted that the person who killed Blasius had to pay a customary fee of 3 billion and 2 pings, or they would think, while Michael disagreed with Alex's idea. He wanted Blasius to be buried and no revenge. When Vina and Michael buy the sembako, Vina was surprised at the price, very expensive, and said, of course, Papuasians ask for independence. At night, the evening of Elisha sleep in the squan. Psalms the Vina come and touched the Elisha's hand with one of his finger. Vina touched the Elisha head and asked if his hands were sick, and Elisha answered, "Not love was wonderful, but lost it that hurts." At morning, Michael, Vina, Elisha, Psalms, and Thomas were plaiting the sweets when the Psalms went to suddenly. He fell and treated by the father of James, and the Psalms was brought to the house. Sick after being examined, it was the greatest rabies of the fabric and had to wear glasses. When Michael and Fina want to turn to Jeff, they are surprised with the big tree that is fallen and the people who are headed toward the car. They immediately run out to dodge from the arrows. But the father of James was arranged when he took the fallen son's glasses. The Mr. Jacob died. Not only apparently happened fire in the village of the Psalms to the citizens flee to the shores. When Fina and Michael both grew serious, Fina was shocked by the very high praise and said, "Of course, the Papuans ask for independence." At night, Elsa sleeps on the lap of the Psalms. The Fina comes and took Elsa's head with one finger both. Fina took his Elsa's head and asked if her hand hurts, and Elsa replies, "No. Love is beautiful, but loss is painful." In the morning, Michael, Fina, Elsa, Psalms, and Thomas were plating sweet potatoes when the Psalms walked. Suddenly he fell and was treated by Mr. Jacob. Then the Psalms were brought to the house. Sick after being examined, it turned out to be a nearsighted Psalms and had to wear glasses. When Michael and Fina want to turn to Jeff, they are surprised with the big deer that is fallen and the people who are short toward the car. They immediately run out to dodge from the arrows. But the father of James was arranged when he took the fallen Psalm's glasses. Then Mr. Jacob died. Not only apparently happened fire in the village of the Psalms, so the citizens fled to the shores. Alex was angry when he saw Mr. Jacob dead and descends to find Joseph. The next morning, Michael, the priest, and Uchok invited the children to sing. Then Michael told the children. Elsa suddenly arrives and tells that Alex set fire to the house in Joseph's village. During the war, Joseph was struck by an arrow, and Agnes asked for help from Dr. Fatima to save his father, but Dr. Fatima did not want to treat Joseph because he once said he would not treat people who were at war. When the priest Young and the children were singing, they were scolded by Alex, who was hit by an arrow, after which Thomas wrote and asked Dr. Fatima to treat his father. After being examined, apparently Alex had died. The Psalms, who was the incident, immediately ran and went to the place of the war was happened. Then he sang in the middle of the war. After that came Agnes, and she also sang along the camp the friends of the other Psalms, and they sang together. Then came Michael the priest, Fina, Uchok, and other residents, and they also sang along. The war was successful, stopped, and everyone sang together while holding hands. At school, Michael taught the children. Then the pastor came, and Michael said because the substitute teacher did not come, then they studied with Mr. Samuel. Thank you for watching, guys, and don't forget like, comment, subscribe, and share in this video. See you.
Sinamondo.